Today's Saturday. We're back in Miami, which means it's turnaround day. So it's a really hectic day. It's all hands on deck. The cabins are being cleaned, deliveries are coming onto the ship, public areas are being cleaned and sanitized, and everybody is really busy, except for the cast. So it's our job just to stay out of everybody's way. I've been on the ship for 2 full weeks now, so I feel like I'm finally getting to know my way around. However, our sporadic schedule has kind of kept me from falling into a routine yet. Production-wise, our cast is still working on the installation of the effectors, which means they're working with costumes and props and wigs and makeup and microphones. This week, the current cast gave their final performances of the effectors, and this coming week, our cast takes over while the installation team from the studio is still on the ship. And next week, when we're back in Miami, the team for the effectors leaves, the Oz team comes on, and that's when I'll finally be called to action. So I had a light week this week. I did log all my gym hours, and I had one production-related activity. I went to see the Veterans Tribute. The Veterans Tribute is done once a week on the ship, honoring veterans and acknowledging any servicemen and women on board. It's a very nice ceremony, and I, along with the actresses playing Dorothy and the Wicked Witch, will take turns opening the ceremony by singing the Star-Spangled Banner. Ruby, who is the actress playing Dorothy in our cast, she took her turn this week. She was in the original cast of The Wizard of Oz on the ship, so she knows the drill. And Devin, the actress playing the Wicked Witch, and I went to watch so we would be familiar with what we were going to have to do when it's our turn in the upcoming weeks. And we had what I believe is the last of our safety trainings. And they really did save the best for last. Our final training was the life raft training, and it took place this morning up on deck 15 in the swimming pool. We were told to report to the pool at 8 a.m. in swimwear, where we were given life vests and told to get into the pool. And there was a big inflatable life raft in the pool. Now, it's not one of the life rafts from the Icon, because the Icon rafts are huge and they seat 150 people, and they'd never fit into the pool. But this was a much smaller raft, and it's the sort of raft used on some of the smaller Royal Caribbean ships. We were taught how to get into the raft from the water, how to pull people out of the water into the raft, and how to turn the raft back over right side up should it capsize. Now, I'm sure doing this thing in a 4-foot deep pool is nothing like doing it in the middle of the ocean, but God forbid we're ever called to do such a thing. At least we'll have had a little bit of training and in theory know what to do. So that's about it for week 2. And next Saturday, once we return, I'll have another update. And in the meantime, I hope you'll follow Broadway Barfly across all social media platforms, especially Facebook and Instagram, where I've been posting pictures more frequently between these video updates. So until the next time.